To the 25th year celebrations. It is very special, as it's been said here. The Australians have been sending players here for the last 25 years, and for me to be standing here now and be Director of Coaching for the last 5 years is very special, because I was part of the first group that came here in 1992. And when Dennis was coaching, Dennis was my hero growing up, so to have the opportunity to work with Dennis was very special. And then to come over here and train in the conditions which are so different to what we have back home was very beneficial. And to think now it's been going for 25 years and the young Australian guys that have come through and have benefited. To think of the 18 young Indian bowlers that have gone on and represented India as well, I think just shows how important the MRF Pace Foundation is. Dennis did it for 20 years, which is quite remarkable, and to me he is still the best fast bowling coach in the world. And when Dennis rang me to see if I would take over from him, my first thought was no, coaching wasn't something I wanted to do. And the more I thought about it, the more I chatted with Dennis, the more sense it sounded. I had been retired for 5 years and I felt maybe I had something to give back to the game, and this was an incredible opportunity. So I came over and spent a week here with Dennis and with the trainees and with Central and the support staff here, and just watched it and just saw how they went about it. And they definitely are a professional outfit here. I've been very impressed with the coaches, the support staff, the trainers, and just the way they go about it. And that was a big reason why I decided to come over and be involved again with the MRF Pace Foundation. And I must say the last 5 years has been a big learning experience for me. What I've learned about coaching, the technical side of fast bowling, I wish I knew when I was playing. I could have put a few things in practice with my bowling. But hopefully I've also passed on to some of our young bowlers just the thought processes, the preparation, what they need to put in place to become a professional cricketer. And to be a fast bowler in India is as tough as it gets. If you can be successful here, you can be successful anywhere in the world. So to be involved with the young guys, watching them come through, watching them improve has been very special. But then for them to have the opportunity to go to Australia and experience Australian conditions, the incredible facilities at the NCC in Brisbane, I think is an amazing opportunity. So if and when they do get the opportunity to play for India A, to play for India, they've experienced a little bit of the Australia conditions, and I think it holds them in good stead. So I think what the MRF have done here in the last 30 years and 25 years association with Australia, I think is absolutely incredible. I'm very proud to be involved with MRF. To you, Vinu, Arun, and especially Ra, who I class a good mate, a huge thank you for your support and what you guys do day in, day out for Indian cricket, but for Indian bowlers. To me, fast bowling is the best part of cricket. There's no doubt. To watch a fast bowler run in, bowl quick, get the batsmen jumping around, I think is what it's all about. And they say batsmen can save matches, bowlers win them. And I think that's very true. And to be one of the top teams in the world, you've got to have a quality fast bowling attack. And to look at the Indian attack at the moment, they've got good bowlers. So to have an academy or a foundation solely for fast bowlers is very unique. And I think what the job that they've done in the last 25, the last 30 years is absolutely incredible. So just from myself, a few people to thank, obviously Central and the support staff at the MRF. To me, Central is one of the best fast bowling coaches in the world. The work you've done with Dennis has definitely paid off, and I've learned as much from you as hopefully I've given back. We've got a great team at the foundation, and that ensures that the young fast bowlers coming through are held in good stead, and their process, hopefully through the system, will be quicker and be better, and they'll go on and play for longer. And I think that's important. Also to you, Troy, Chuck, I think you're one of the main reasons the association has continued between the MRF Pace Foundation and Cricket Australia. So, mate, a huge thank you for your support. And you know, to be a young Aussie cricketer to come over other side of the world, given the opportunity, I think is very special. So it is an amazing relationship, something I'm very proud to be associated with, and look forward to many years of good times, and hopefully we'll see some young Indian bowlers coming through and continuing on playing for the country. We've got some very exciting prospects at the moment in Ankit Rajput, Anakit Chowdhury and Basil Clumpy, who are all heading over to South Africa for the India 8 series over there. So exciting times for those young guys, and MRF should be very proud in the part that you guys have played in bringing these young cricketers through. So again, thank you for coming along today, and hopefully we'll be here in another 25 years celebrating the 50th anniversary. So thank you very much. Cheers.
Good evening. On behalf of MRF, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you here today. This is the 30th year of operation of the MRF Pace Foundation, and over our long journey we've established several associations. But I have to say the association with Cricket Australia is definitely one of the most important and valuable associations for the MRF Pace Foundation. The fact that this year is the 25th year of the association just shows how much mutual respect the MRF Pace Foundation and Cricket Australia have for each other. 2 trainees from the MRF Pace Foundation, along with our coach, travel to Australia every year to train at the National Cricket Centre. And similarly, Cricket Australia sends a group of their promising youngsters to India every year to train at the MRF Pace Foundation. Bowlers like Zaheer Khan, Irfan Pathan, Munaf Patel and Varun Aaron are a few examples of trainees from the MRF Pace Foundation who have gone to Australia to train as part of this program. And from the Australian side, we've had great bowlers like Mr. Glenn McGrath, who was a director. We've had Brett Lee, Shane Watson, and even Josh Hazelwood visit here during their formative years. I have to say that the trainees have definitely developed a lot after going to Australia to train. And even our support staff learns a lot when the Australians come here, because we can compare our training protocols and continuously improve our training systems based on what we learn from each other. On behalf of MRF, I would like to thank Cricket Australia for their tremendous support. And I must single out Mr. Troy Cooley, who has been instrumental in strengthening this relationship. He's been coming here for 17 years as part of this program. Troy, thank you. You're a true friend of the MRF Pace Foundation and Indian cricket. Thank you very much for all your support. And on behalf of MRF, we'd like to try our best to continue to strengthen this relationship with Cricket Australia going forward. Thank you.
I have 2 thank yous today. I'm very lucky to take a telephone call from my great mentor and my great friend, Dennis Lillee, who wished to pass on his thanks. And he's written a little note here for me, and I'll try and do my best to express his wishes and his thanks, and also his sadness that he can't be here today. So it is with great sadness that I can't be here to celebrate a great partnership between MRF and the National Cricket Centre Academy. This partnership or exchange between the two was born because of a discussion between Rod Marsh, who was the head of the academy, and another one of my bosses, and MRF and Dennis Lillee. Originally, the academy sent a few bowlers out here to train at the National MRF Centre. So this meant that they got good coaching. Obviously, Dennis put his name in there. They got good coaching, and also were able to bowl in Indian conditions, which we know can be pretty hard on the fast bowler. This also allowed our Australian bowlers to bowl against the Indian batsmen and try and work out how to get them out, which is proving to be quite difficult at times. It was a great opportunity to also assimilate into Indian conditions and try and get a little edge up when they came back here to play. Also, Dennis says here that this allowed a great legacy to happen and evolve. Dennis says, I would like to thank MRF for the opportunity not only to coach in India, but also to embrace the initiative first started out that has been in place now for 25 years. That's amazing, 25 years. Along the way, almost every Test cricket nation has become part of this MRF arrangement. Sri Lanka joined just before Australia and enjoyed tremendous benefit from the association with MRF. Dennis says, I'm sorry I can't be there to celebrate 25 years due to a prior family commitment. And when I spoke to him late last night, he was definitely sad he couldn't be here. But he said he is sure the celebrations will go on without him, and he wishes everybody the best. He finishes by saying, I take my hat off to you, MRF, and would like to make a special mention to the amazing foresight and the commitment of the late Ravi Menon, who innovated and enabled what we see here today. So that was Dennis Lillee's little thank you. So from me, as Rahul said, 17 years is a long time to be coming back and forth, and I've learned a lot, and I still learn more every time we come here. But on behalf of Cricket Australia, I would like to thank Vanu, Arun and Rahul for their great partnership and what is and has been, and what I hope will continue to be, a great way to train young fast bowlers on both sides of the cricket, India and Australia. This wonderful partnership is dotted with some very special moments, both on and off the field. For me, though, it is glued together by some very special relationships. And I thank you very much for those relationships. You know, we have two countries that are very passionate about cricket, and they like to play cricket hard and fair. And I think, you know, that spirit is also undermined by the family commitment that MRF has with us when we come over here. And I hope that we share that family when Centel now comes across and trains with us. But it is a glue, it is a great relationship, and we're very, very honoured to be a part of that relationship. So from Cricket Australia myself, thank you very much for that. I'd also like to thank, in the background, some of the people that I've met along that 17-year journey. Obviously, T.A. Saker, who was instrumental in the first part of the MRF, and now Centel, who I work very closely with. And Centel, your team, thank you very much for what you do for us. For the great players, my mentor, Dennis Lillee, I thank him very much for looking after me in those early years and still looks after me now. For Rod Marsh, who originally set this up a long time ago. And now on my left over here, a player in Glenn McGrath, and now a coaching friend. Who would have thought he'd be a coach? Anyway, you know, after telling me that I didn't know anything, and it's just to hit the deck, top of off with the occasional bouncer, and told me not to confuse anybody. And I thank Glenn for obviously, you know, being a big part now in MRF. So thank you very much. I suppose over the years, I think, you know, on behalf of the players and Australian players that come here, a big thank you to MRF as well. A big hearted thank you. You know, for those players that have come here and learnt the art of bowling in India and then gone on and not only done well in conditions in India, but around the world. It's a big thank you from the players. They owe MRF a lot to be able to come here and train and become good cricketers. Because we all know when we've got good fast bowlers, and I might be biased here, when we've got good fast bowlers, we've got a great game. And it's fun, and it's entertaining, and we love watching it. And now we've got Ryan Harris sitting down the end there, who was only recently coming out and trying to terrorise a few batsmen around the world. He's now one of the coaches on board. And I think we have a great partnership emerging with Ryan, who's also coming in now to this MRF Cricket Australia partnership. So I am biased, of course. I love fast bowling. I'd like to, on behalf of Cricket Australia, the friends, the coaches, and the players, thank you very much for the partnership. And I look forward to the next challenges as we go forward. With all the cricket changes and how the fans are reacting, I look forward to being a part of that with MRF. Thank you very much.